Hello, welcome in Cancer Placements. This is your healing horoscope for the week of February 19th through the 25th. My name is Evan Ryu. I'm an astral shaman out of Cosmic Energy and Spiritual Wellness. Super duper stoked to go over the planetary transitions and lunar phases that are affecting your chakras and energy centers. So let's dig right in. Circle is open. I will be shaking a rattle just to connect with your vibrations at this moment. Let's begin with Monday's energy. We have a North Node conjunction, and I'm showing off this meditation card just because it gives us an example of how our energy works with our North Node, our True Node, or our future goals. So whenever we make goals, they're held in our North Node, in our future self, but our past self, our South Node, or our past lives directly interact with this future self. So that's pretty large energy that is in conjunction. And I love showing off these meditation cards. It gives us a little bit of a display of what's happening. In conjunction, it's uniting, it's connecting with Chiron. Chiron is an asteroid that is very important to our energy centers, our chakras, because it helps us release energy. It helps us release divine masculine energy from our heart chakra. And what it's doing is triggering your ultimate wound. It's triggering some sort of wound that you carry in this life, which is super helpful because if we look at this, well, you had a wound in your past self, your past life, and your future self is getting out of that wound. So working with the Chiron placement is showing, hey, how can we make that wound into medicine to give out, to release for others, and not just release and project this pain and sorrow and suffering. Whoa, how is this interacting with you, my lovely Cancers? The bridge. It is bridging you to your future goals. And it is showing you that there is a bridge in place. What is it bringing you towards your future self? But it's also stating that some of the things that you imagined as a wound is actually the bridge you need to walk through, walk on, and make medicine to get to your future goals. Let's see when you began crossing, and not even crossing, but creating this bridge. I came to a huge conclusion that in a lot of different cultures, we talk about this rainbow bridge, and there's an assumption that the rainbow, the rays, are not of us, when in reality, the rays are our light, our ascension, and having the ability to cross through this bridge. So I think that's absolutely beautiful that we're having this light and love and ascension, and that it's our ascension, our light bodies that make the bridge in order for us to cross. So let's see when this really hit you. Wood horse. So the year of the wood horse, live and love joyfully. You notice that you were not having the ability to live and love in full capacity and be excited about it. You felt a bit trapped. And that's where you said, you know what? There is a bridge. There is a bridge to being free. There is a bridge to my joy. I'm going to not only make the bridge, I'm not only going to cross the bridge, I am the bridge because it is always accessible to me and others. Let's check out what year that was. Let's see here. Wood horse. Woo. Okay. 2014. Holy, I'm trying to think, and wow, yeah. 2014. There is a moment that you noticed you were trapped and you started changing yourself, changing your molecular makeup, changing the light that comes in that you give off, and you made this bridge to your future self, to your goals, to the medicine that makes you incredibly unique. Now, the mindset or the lunar phase that's supporting this is called a waxing gibbous. How are you willing to change your mindset to continue what you've been working so hard on since 2014? Let's check it. Capricorn. So either you have Capricorn placements, or you know a Capricorn that is helping your mindset, or the mindset is just a step-by-step. I go across this bridge and I become this light body and this bridge. So Capricorn, having steps, make the bridge a stepping stone. A lot of times, okay, there have been so many bridges, and specifically this year, there's a bridge that seems like it's been made in like maybe a year and a half. It almost felt like it's been in the making for 2 years. But it's so substantial that each part of it is being looked over and created piece by piece. It's just amazing. And I think even seeing physically how a bridge is made and how it is almost a tedious step, but it's growing something that's going to be substantial for us to get from A to B and back. And that's where I think it's showing the bridge aspect of, you know what, you may get triggered again. You may see that wound again, and you might cross the bridge back to feeling that wound, but you always have the ability to cross the bridge again and get back to joy, get back to freedom, get back to being excited. Let's see in the near future how working step by step in your mind can help you bridge you closer to this more joyful life. Oh, metal dog. Now, if you've seen the Chinese 5 elements for review on my channel, you'll know the conscious collective received the metal dog. So you're perfectly aligning with the whole collective. Metal dog, simplifying your life. A lot of times, Cancers, you guys are caring way too much about everybody else, and then you care about yourself and you leave yourself on that back burner, literally burning. So because you are a conductor of energy, because you nurture so many other people, you need to have the mindset to do things step by step and simplify the fuck out of your bridge, man. You don't see the bridge being made in the center of the sky. No, you see the creation of it bit by bit. So start seeing your mind this way. Start seeing your joy this way. You're not going to be 1,000% happy and joyful and giddy. It's a process. And it's okay if you're not that way anyways. It's a process, people. Now, Friday, which I can't believe is during this recording date tomorrow, Mercury enters Pisces. Now, Mercury controls our communication. Mercury activates and energizes our throat chakra so we can express our unique self. Now that it's in Pisces, if you have any Pisces placements, it's energizing those placements as well to communicate. And now it's to communicate in a fluid and imaginary way that is just so dreamy and sometimes hard to grasp onto. So let's see how this assists you with your step-by-step mindset and bridging yourself to a more simple life with joy. Check out your seventh house, relationships. Check out for the number 7. Look on your mindset on how all of your chakras can communicate with you in alignment. I love that. And see how all of your chakras connect to bridge to a more simplified way of living. It's really saying communicate with your relationships at a macro level, so with other people, and a micro level within your own body and your own functions. Let's see how this affects you in the distant future. What does that provide for you? Metal bird, treating yourself like royalty. This isn't the first time this card has come up. So I'm seeing a connection how Mercury is bringing us out of communicating ourselves and almost putting ourselves down. Stop doing that. We are coming into a consciously collective light of not only raising other people up, but raising ourselves up. And you don't have the ability to care for other people if you're not caring for yourself and appreciating your beauty. So now, getting this card, I'm really seeing that the communication and relationship needs to be within your own chakras, within your own light body, and make sure your mind understands that doing simple step-by-step changes towards your life and having a more loving and happy life is for the best, not only for others, but for you and how you think about yourself and how you see yourself. Then it explodes into the full moon on Saturday, officially in Virgo. Now, I like to say this, I'm a broken record. The full moon is to release energy that isn't serving you. During the cycle from new moon in Aquarius, we consciously, subconsciously made goals for ourselves. Now that the full moon is here this Saturday, we may be holding on to some of those goals that did not come to fruition, that realistically do not align with our mindset, with our physical body, emotional, mental, spirit. They don't align. So we need to release that so then we can adequately receive what our true goals are. Now let's see that unique blessing and how we can release and make some room. Here are the meditation cards just to kind of sync up with this beautiful Virgo full moon. Now, if you have Virgo placements, I would go check that out and see what's being amplified to be released in your life. Let's see here. Chaos. Release chaos. You can see Pono in the background. He's checking out the birdies. But releasing chaos is a need. You need to let go of, and I feel like it is chaos in your mind and chaos within your chakra points. Having the ability to release anything that doesn't align or makes things incredibly complicated. So now when you're able to release chaos that's happening in your mind, you're able to release chaos that is going on within all of your chakra centers. Let's check out the next day, Sunday, we get into a waning gibbous, and that's having gratitude. So you're being thankful. You're like, thank you, chaos. You showed me where I needed to change my mind, where I needed to change my light body and my focus point. I've been making things incredibly complicated. Now to release and be thankful that the chaos was there to show me how to shift out of it. Now let's see how you can receive and what you're receiving. Pluto, you're receiving a transformation. You're receiving a gateway to letting spirit into your 3D realm. I would also check out what your Pluto placement is and either work with Pluto on how you're transforming in your life and how sitting still and even recognizing how much you've transformed. I feel like you are go, go, go with other people around you. You don't sit and take in everything that you've been through. Let's see a nice angel number that's going to be helpful. 2. I want you to be in the center. I feel like you're either too much in your head or too much trying to be in another person's head. And it's time to be centered. It's time to shift your auric field. It's time to notice how your world is transforming and the 1 step, 2 step. Your mind needs to be right here, ingesting 1 step at a time. So look out for the numbers 7. That's you need to communicate with your body. And look out for the number 2 when it's just like, hey, you need to break this down and simplify it because right now it's too complicated and it's making a messy, chaotic energy within your mind and it's affecting your other chakras. Let's further simplify and put together this entire reading and how they all relate to one another. The unknown. So this is really saying, you know what? You don't know exactly how to serve yourself, and that's okay. Look at that rainbow bridge, though. The unknown. It's irritating you that you don't have the full blueprint of this bridge, that you don't know exactly what's at the end. But you know what? You're not meant to. You're only meant to focus on the here, the right now, and the first and second step. Don't get ahead of yourself because that's when you get chaotic. That's when you lose your transformation. And that's when you get out of this freedom you felt and initiated in 2014. That's when you go back to feeling trapped. Don't do that to yourself. Be open to the unknown and be open to doing a 1-2 step process. Let's further expand on this 1-2 step process. See what's happening here. Queen of Pentacles, stability. And I love that there's 2 really large pentacles there. Doing the 1-2 step process and being okay with not knowing, but physically you are more stable when you do this 1-2 step process. So this is going to help your physical body by centering on your emotional and energetic chakra body within yourself. That's outstanding. Let me get one more card for you guys. It's really jumping out here, especially with the rainbow bridge. Solar eclipse, creation, intention, and potential. Look out and make sure I feel like you're going to be doing these 1-2 steps, and around the solar eclipse, something massive is going to happen that you had no idea about. But because you stayed focused and simplified your mind, you were able to get there. So big things are coming, especially coming up for this solar eclipse. So stay strong, my Cancer friends. Thank you so much. Please resonate with anything that really clicked with you. Release other things. Know that your chart is incredibly intricate and to really look out for the number 7 when you should speak up with your own chakras. Your own body is telling you that you need to change what is going on and see yourself as the beautiful human being you are. And when you see twos, know that you need to simplify the process, simplify it so you are able to not work in such a chaotic environment and you know what's happening in the 1 step, 2 step. Don't worry about the 3rd step. Leave that for when it needs to be a 1 step, 2 step. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. Namaste, blessed peoples. Till next time. Bye.